Premier Scott Moe under fire for an upcoming trip to Dubai. He will lead a Saskatchewan delegation to the COP28 Climate Change Conference.
The total bill for Saskatchewan's participation will exceed $750,000. Wayne Mantika reports.
The Premier's upcoming trip to Dubai could be the province's most expensive foreign mission ever. Costs are expected to exceed $750,000.
Mr. Speaker, how does the Premier justify spending so much public money on this expensive trip to Dubai?
The NDP produced a copy of a government authorization to spend $765,000 on a pavilion at the United Nations COP28 Climate Change Conference.
I can tell you what this government and this Premier are going to do, and that is stand up for the interests of the province of Saskatchewan, Mr. Speaker.
The government will cover the expenses for the Premier and a small group of officials. 40 Saskatchewan business leaders on the trip will pay their own way.
If everywhere in the world produced their potash the way we did, there would be 50% less emissions. In addition to that, there would not be funding for Putin's war in Ukraine. And I'll tell you this message has resonance.
The NDP questioned the effectiveness of having a pavilion at the conference.
The biggest expenditure on a trip that I know of in the history of the province, and it is eminently reasonable to expect a basic level of public scrutiny when we're talking about $1 million for a single trip.
The Premier's last trip to Dubai was in 2022, with a more modest cost of $65,000. Scott Moe was not in the legislature to defend his travel expenses. He's returning from a Premier's conference in Halifax. Wayne Mantika, CTV News, Regina.